In the 22nd century, Earth is on its last gasp. The environment is hopelessly polluted, resources have been stripped, the water's poisoned, and the people are at war. Humanity's remnants are on the brink of disaster, rife with corruption, depending on life support systems that may fail at any time, and under assault from aliens and monsters both human and inhuman. This desperate struggle for survival may end very soon, or it may drag on for years. There are some who will not go quietly into the night, some who will stand against the monstrosities that seek to choke us out as we gasp our last breaths. Most of these are hopeless conscripts seeking to avoid greater sentences for their crimes by serving as Hellslayers. And there are those few who volunteer, optimistic or stoic souls seeking to stand in the face of inevitable slaughter and turn back the tide. Good luck and try not to die. Humanity's fate, or even a corporation's bottom line, is at stake. Hellslayers, coming soon to Kickstarter.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm Clifton Lambert, and we are here at Alternis, where gaming awaits. Get ready for thrilling adventures, epic battles, and plenty of fun as we go shopping and shooting. Today we catch up with Tech, Grunt, and Leech as they get their first chance to delve into the shopping mechanics of Hellslayers. So welcome back. We're down one of our players. I hope the three of you are ready to take on the next enemies that we haven't seen yet, the space fascists in their city ship.
Grunt's always ready to kill some fascists.
Nice, but before we get to that, we're going to introduce for the first time in Hellslayers the shopping mechanics. So you have the option to sell off some of the loot that you've found and don't want to keep, like maybe some of those extra crowbars. I think there were a few extra of those. I think you get 10 credits apiece for those. You all got paid based on your mission performance for your first mission and this one. So I think we resolved that at the end of the last session. Does everyone have their credits amounts from doing the last missions?
Should be 150, right?
That sounds about right.
That's what I have.
Okay, cool. I did my math right. Question for the GM. When it comes to selling stuff, we all have default gear, pistols, bullets, etc. Is that sellable? Meaning we just don't have it for this mission, or is it just like that's default gear? No, you can't use it for credits.
I think you could sell it, but you wouldn't just get a new one issued to you, so you could sell another one.
Gotcha. Okay, so once you sell
it, it's rule. But yeah, bullets and shells don't have a sell value, so you can't really sell them anyway. You might as well pass them off to someone who's going to use them.
Sure.
But yeah, most things in the I gave you all a sheet with the shopping information. It has lists of things that are available, how much they cost to buy, how much you get if you sell them back to the corporation, and also their availability. So the way availability works in Hellslayers is there's some items that are just always available. You can buy as much of it as you want, as much as you can afford. Common things like bullets and shells and power packs, pistols, crowbars, plenty of those around, ration packs. Almost everything else, though, is restricted in some way. Some are limited, which means there's only, say, 10 of them available in between each mission. So among those are things like frag grenades and rockets. So you can only buy, amongst all of you, you can only buy a total of 10 of those per mission. And then there's other ones where there's a roll. We roll a straight D20 roll, and if you hit the number or get above it, the item's available. And if you don't hit that number, it's not available unless you want to take a painful success on this option and pay double price. So lots of toys on here. Some things just aren't available. They're only available as loot. Things like rocket launchers and plasma rifles and mega blasters and combat chainsaws. The really, really good stuff. You got to get out there and find it. So before we really get into our next mission, let's go ahead and reintroduce the cast here, and we'll resolve the shopping that you have yet to do. So, let's see who wants to introduce themselves first. I should just pick on somebody. Grunt, you're up.
I'm Grunt. I like killing and drinking. And when I'm really drunk, I like killing even more.
Fortunately, won't be able to test that theory because you aren't issued alcohol before your missions.
Oh, poor
Maybe I'll find
Grunt.
find a way to get a drink, when you're out on the mission.
Alas.
Yeah, so Grunt is our Grunt. It's one of the character classes, the more heavy combat focused, and you're particularly adept at getting in close and making close combat attacks, right? Because you've got some special bonuses for
very
that.
melee focused, yes. My particular character is equipped with retractable cyber blades, a metal reinforced skeleton, strength enhanced cyber arms, and an enhanced armor vest. So he gets in close and does some damage. Oh, he also has he, with the GM's permission, of course, after killing a bull demon last session, sawed off its horns, and he has now attached bull demon horns to his helmet.
It's pretty awesome. It doesn't really do anything special for you other than make you feel good and look awesome, but yeah. So Grunt's pretty well equipped and pretty well set up to survive his third mission before retirement. So we'll see how that goes.
Fingers crossed.
What sort of shopping stuff were you planning on doing with Grunt?
I'm looking at a couple of things. My two primary goals are, depending on what kinds of rolls I get, or three primary goals. I'm looking at either a polearm, that's number 1 on my list. A battle rifle is number 2 on my list for those long range encounters. And a turret drone is number 3 on my list for that, just in case sort of situation.
Okay, well, before we resolve that, I guess we should figure out how much money you're going to end up with. So let's check in with the other 2 players here before, I guess, deciding how much you're able to cash in for and split up. So,
alrighty.
Next, we'll go with Leech. You're a scout. Welcome back. You seem to have particularly good luck at looting things.
Yeah, that seemed to work out most of the time. So yeah, I figure finding things is what recon does, so I did it. As you said, my character is the Scout MOS. I rock a cloaking field and cybernetic eyes. So I'm the sneaky beaky bastard of the team.
Nice.
I currently am rocking a plasma rifle, and I found a particle beam gun, but I think I'll be sharing that, depending upon the situation.
Yeah, it's sort of a sniper rifle energy weapon.
Yeah, it's got its uses, and it could well be quite tasty. We shall see how it works out. In terms of,
it's very situational. I think you're probably better off getting more shots up close with something like the plasma rifle, but if you're engaging things at very long range, it's nice to have something that can reach out and touch with that. And I think it's got a D12 for the damage dice, so it does have a lot of damage potential, but it's only 1 shot per attack.
Yeah, so we shall see how much long range combat we get into, because the last mission wasn't massively long ranged a lot of the time. So we shall see. A pistol plasma rifle seems to work out most of the time, but we'll see. On a city ship, maybe I'll have more long range shots to play with. So we shall see what transpires. I also, in conjunction with my cybernetic eyes, my cloaking field, and my energy shield, I also have a scout drone. I rolled that on the advancement.
Nice.
So yeah, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah,
Having
those are
having
expensive, but
yeah, having a recon element could be useful.
the main role of a
And
scout drone is that it can essentially detect ambushes for you.
yeah, which is kind of useful as well.
There's a chance it'll get discovered and damaged in the process, but unless things go really badly, you'll have a chance to fix it up if that happens. I think you guys have plenty of repair kits, depending on how many you've sold off at this point. And speaking of repairs, we also have our tech here, who has the Cyber Arm Toolkit.
Oh, that's just one of many things that Tech has.
Yeah.
Tech also has, some friendly drones, because he is a drone master. He has a nice little shield drone and this pack horse named Jack. They're very, very helpful creatures.
Now that lets you carry an additional 10 gear slots worth of stuff and gives you some extra bonuses.
Jack has been a lifesaver. He carried around a rocket launcher and a bunch of ammo for it. Helped out a lot last time.
Yeah, one of the real sort of bottlenecks with using a rocket launcher is that each rocket is a big chunk of things, so it takes up a gear slot. Whereas things like bullets and shells, you can carry as many of those as you want.
Yep, it was quite helpful.
Then once you use up all the rockets, you've got a bunch of room for your loot, for all those crowbars you find lying around.
Yeah, we only ended up with 13 of them at the end. That was in the pool of stuff we don't need.
All right, so as far as selling stuff goes, how are you going to resolve that? Are you going to sell everything you've got you have for sale and split it up evenly, or you have some other plan?
That's a very good question. What do you guys think?
I have the list.
and I'm happy to split it evenly. I'm just not.
Same.
I'm not sure what exactly we have to sell.
Lots of crowbars.
It was a lot of yeah. There's quite a few crowbars.
My guy's got 50 credits worth of stuff to sell. He's going to be selling 2 crowbars, 2 combat knives, and 1 pistol.
Yeah, there's the 13 crowbars. We had a bunch of pistols. There was the rocket launcher, tech fixed off the one demon.
Yeah. Are you two cool with splitting it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, now how much does everyone get after splitting it 3 ways?
Cool. So I'll pitch my 50 in to add to whatever the 13 freaking crowbars.
I'm not seeing a rocket launcher sale price.
Nope. It's something that I hadn't actually put on there. It's an omission. So the sale price for that is 100.
Yep. The grand total is we all get an extra 90, and that's for Kit as well when he gets around.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, split it 4 ways.
Oh.
Because, yep, other person's probably going to be back before we finish. He'll get a chance to do his shopping too, and then get dropped into the city ship mission, likely next session when he rejoins us, hopefully. All right. So yeah, you've each got what 240 credits.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm going to drop and Kit if the drone shop has some stuff in.
All right. So what are you trying to buy?
I want a turret drone.
Okay, go ahead and roll to see if it's available. You need a 14 or better. And that's a straight D20.
And this
There's
is-
no trait.
Wait a second. You only have 240 credits, right?
Yeah, I have Kit's
Turret-
money right here.
I was going to say turret drone costs 250.
Good point.
Hey, look at that.
And
I was
there aren't any in stock.
Saying,
Unless you want to pay 500 for one.
I'm a lot further from that than I was from the 250, so I'm gonna pass.
All right, yep. This is Grunts reminding him that, hey, you can't afford that. I'm like, I just want to see if they have it. Damn it.
I just wanted to be combat effective. Jeez.
Yeah, we can't all have these shiny, shiny arm blades.
Alright, then I'm just gonna go buy another power pack and some grenades. Jeez.
All right, grenades are limited. There's 10 available total between all of you, so.
I'm gonna pick up one grenade and one extra power pack.
Okay. Power packs are plentiful. There's plenty of those available. There's now only 9 grenades left for others to purchase. Granted, considering how much money you have, it's probably not going to be a problem.
Okay, so Cliff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were seeing our conversation yesterday, but we are all aware of the awesomeness that is the polearm. However, we also have tight carrying constraints. We can't carry a lot of stuff. So, an enterprising Marine mentioned bayonets to turn our rifles into mini polearms. Well, actual proper polearms, but whatevs. Can we go to the quartermaster and get that sorted?
Sure. I don't have any rules written up for bayonets, but let's just use the rules for polearms.
I mean, that was what I was thinking. Basically, we just have a polearm. Those of us that have a long gun, it counts as a polearm as well.
Okay, yeah, the cost will be same as a combat knife, so 50.
Okay.
But we'll go with the roll of 10 plus to see if it's available at that price.
Those darn conversion kits.
Oof.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay, so that's a cool idea. They put in an order for it, but apparently a bunch of other people have had that idea as well, and they're all sold out. And with a roll of 1, that's a fumble, so there's no option to buy one at double price, unfortunately.
Combat knives are listed availability always.
Sure, but this is a thing to turn your gun into a polearm.
The bayonet mount to go with the right. Okay, yeah. Okay,
and it's
cool.
a longer blade, pointier. Not quite the same thing as a combat knife. So
Yeah, it could be. It could not be. It depends on the Marine Corps. But hey, whatever. Simplify.
Yeah, if you want to have tech like weld a combat knife onto your rifle and see how that goes, I guess we'll see what happens.
Hey, me and Jack are pretty good.
I mean,
And then you could also check to see if there's an actual polearm, but as you mentioned, that does take up carrying space.
yeah. And my scout drone doesn't take up carrying capacity until it's broken, doesn't it?
That's right. If it breaks, it takes 2 gear slots to carry.
Okay,
But,
so
Tech can probably fix it up if his arm's working fine.
yeah, so I've got a pistol, a plasma rifle, and a particle beam rifle. Does the energy shield and the cloaking field take up capacity then?
The cloaking field does not. The energy shield does.
Okay, I must have calculated wrong because I thought I had
Or is energy shield like a? Never mind. Either way.
Yeah, the energy shield is the thing which gives me. Actually, I haven't used it yet, so.
It essentially gives you an option to do a painful defense or painful success on a ranged defense roll, and then it has to be like reignited before it can help you again. There's a chance it might run out of charge depending on what you roll. But yeah, it's a good thing to have if you're gonna get shot at, which probably happens to you fairly often. It's likely to happen to you again, at least. It's different than the shield drone, which gives everyone in the same zone +1 on their armor rolls. All right. So, moving on. Does anyone else have a item you're looking to pick up?
Yeah, Grunt would love to roll to see what the weapons shop has in stock today.
Okay. What are you shopping for?
I'm looking primarily for the polearm, but in case that's not available, I mean, battle rifle might be nice. There are a couple other things he might be okay settling for.
Let's roll for the polearm first, then. It's a 12 plus.
Ooh, fingers crossed. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
He's got at least one polearm in stock.
Excellent. I am snapping
nice
that sucker right up.
It's long and pointy.
It's exactly the kind of weapon that I like.
It's like probably partially retractable, like telescoping. So it's still like, not like it doesn't like fit in your back pocket or something, but it goes from being like a sort of a smaller staff to full size polearm when you activate it.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
It's pretty awesome. It'll cost you 100 credits.
Okay, so I'm down to 140. Which means theoretically I could still afford. Ooh, okay. Does he have any swords in stock? Just out of curiosity.
Go ahead and roll. It's another 12 plus.
All right. He does. I got a 12.
Yay. I don't have a crit mechanic thing, so let's say that's 10% off.
Excellent.
Got a 10% off sale on swords, and he's got at least one left.
90 credits.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a sword too, because why not? And then where are med packs? There they are. Okay, stim pack, combat drug. Because that drops me down to 50 exactly. I think I'm gonna pick up some stim pack or a stim pack.
Okay.
And that'll use up the last of my creds.
Sounds good. You are well armed and have some extra medical supplies.
Cool.
As I reminded you earlier when we were starting, is you are without your medic, at least for the beginning of this mission.
All right.
That said, you're not without medical supplies. Other med packs, I think you have, and tech's shown an aptitude for patching people up. So, should be good, hopefully. All right, any other shopping?
Can I call my polearm a laser glaive? Because laser glaive sounds cooler.
Sure.
I think you can call it what you want.
It's not actually an energy weapon type thing, but you can get that brand name or call it whatever you want.
If you want to call it Linda, that's fine. We're not going to stop you.
Call it Linda the laser glaive.
I was really hoping to get an armor upgrade, but I can't afford it, so...
Well, let's see if it's available, and if it is, some of us might be willing to help you out, because better armor means I'm less likely going to have to heal you.
Armor vest is available.
Armor vest always. Yeah.
It just costs 250, so which is 10 more than any of you had
Yeah.
started with. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome
so
to
it's
share
kind
credits
of-
if you want.
Yeah, it's like if I get the heavy armor, I won't be able to get anything else. I'm thinking,
Armor vest will make your armor die of D6, and there's no drawbacks.
yeah. Because at the moment I have 3 power packs.
Yeah, having that fourth one's nice, and I can recharge, kind of.
Yeah. And power packs don't take up any slots, so
Yeah, bullets, shells, and power packs are the things that don't take up gear slots. That and
Yeah.
armor that you wear. And any equipment that comes as part of your MOS abilities. Your MOS equipment still takes up slots, but any power stuff like your cloaking field, for example, doesn't not take up a slot.
but my energy shield does.
Yes. It's not
Because
like
it's equipment, not power.
Yep.
Oh dang it! I should have picked up a battle rifle instead of that sword. Can I retcon that?
Can you afford one?
It would have been the same price as the sword. I wouldn't have been able to get the stim. Or sorry, not the same price. It would have been the same total in the end. I just wouldn't have been able to pick up the stim pack.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, cool.
There's a 30-day return
Okay.
policy, so you can bring your receipt
He looks
back
at the
and
sword and
change
then
it
looks
up.
at his cyber blades, looks at the sword, and then hands it back and says, "Can I get a gun?"
All right, we need to roll to see if the battle rifle's available.
Sure.
So don't think
Oh,
you
it
know
is
that,
not
so-
available, alas.
So yeah, if you want to keep the sword, you can, or just take the credits back.
Yeah, I'll take the credits back.
Okay.
Actually, for 90 credit.
All right. Any other shopping before we move on?
Yeah. So I'm going to buy a stim pack, 2 power packs, and a grenade. Stim packs don't take capacity, do they?
Stim packs do, yes.
Oh. Okay.
Only
Yeah, I
bullets,
might
shells,
go
and
for that
power
extra
packs.
stim pack myself, actually.
Hey, Grunt, I need you to carry some stuff.
Easy.
Need you to carry these 4 rockets.
Oh, okay. All right. That does take Grunt
Okay,
to full load.
For now.
For now.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a I want a stim pack or a med pack.
The
Stim
stim
packs
pack's
are
the
just
quick heal. The med pack's the pretty much the out of combat.
it only takes an action to use, but so it could be done in combat. The med kit is potentially reusable depending on how well you roll when you use it, whereas the stim pack just heals you a D4 for an action, and there's no roll, no reusing. It's just one and done.
Ooh,
Okay, in that
Chris,
case, I'm gonna get 2 power
see
packs,
that
so
med
that brings
pack?
me up to a total of 5. And I'm gonna see if I can get a med pack. Medical
Hey,
hit. Woohoo!
hey, 10% off sale on med packs, and there's at least one left.
Okay, so that's going to be 90.
Yep.
Which. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to put my rations in our locker.
As you're checking out your new gear and maybe considering what to do with your last few credits, you get a notification that you're being called for a mission briefing. So if you want to do any further shopping, you'll have to wrap it up quickly.
I think Grunt's good.
Same.
Got everything I was after.
All right. So for this mission, you arrive in the briefing room, which is actually just like a small room just next to a shuttle that's going to take you wherever you're going to be going on this. And there's a little trid screen that pops up showing you the face of one of the commanders. Hellslayers, we have a critical and dangerous mission for you. One of the city ships, one of the fascist city ships has we've become aware of its location and trajectory, and we have an opportunity to do a raid, striking against the most vile and terrible personnel, and perhaps having the opportunity to rescue some people. They're known to take captives whenever possible, and don't shy at using them for conscripted labor, as well as cannon fodder. Your mission is to approach the city ship in a cargo shuttle, appearing as an automated cargo vessel, bringing items and goods that they've already purchased. We've arranged this transaction through some of our agents. It should be safe. If not, well, you'll find out quickly enough.
The only good fasci is a dead fasci.
Assuming you land safely, you'll arrive at an automated docking port in the cargo hold. You're to make your way through the cargo hold, enter their manufactorium, pass through that section, and that should allow you to access the readjustment center. Along the way, you may be able to rescue certain personnel and retrieve them. You'll be rewarded for that. Those are secondary objectives. Also, if you're able to rescue any of the conscripts, you'll be paid bonuses for those as well as a reward. The space fascists of the city ship. The city ship is named the Holy Patriot. They are known to use conscripts as frontline combatants. These individuals will fight fiercely as long as any of the space fascists are present. However, if you are able to disable or neutralize all of the enemy combatants other than the conscripts, they will immediately surrender and will be available to be rescued. So we leave it up to you whether or not you want to take the risk of leaving them to rescue or just dealing with them in combat.
How hard do these conscripts hit?
They're generally armed with improvised weapons. A lucky hit could do a lot of damage, but they're definitely not equipped with their best weapons. The mission objective is that you must kill all of the enemies in every objective room. It's not important that you hunt down every single stray personnel on the ship, and this is only a limited raid on the city ship. You'll only be visiting a small portion of it during the raid. City ships are massive with populations in the thousands. So, again, you'll be deployed via an automated docking port under the guise of a routine shipment of cargo. Your extraction will require commandeering a shuttle, which should be easy enough considering there is a small hangar just off of the readjustment center. Again, your mission is to kill all of the enemies in each objective room. If you like, you can hunt down the rest as you go, but those are the mission critical targets. In each section, there will be a survivor that can be discovered when you check around in some of the rooms. If you are able to escort the survivor back to the entrance room of that section, they count as being rescued, and you get an objective point. Any conscripts immediately, when they immediately surrender, they just sort of hang around off camera, not getting in the way, and we sort of don't worry about them after you rescue them, because that's it just happens in the background. So, any questions?
Let's get to killing.
Right, you have a cramped 3-day flight in this shuttle as it heads towards its destination in the solar system, and then
Oh, grunt, Jesus, no beans next time.
What? I like my baked beans.
And yeah, there's a tense few minutes as you approach the massive city ship, which has kind of the look of like a giant ocean liner. Though it's, yeah, again, much larger than a typical earthly oceanic vessel.
Might look something like the Lusitania.
It's got many large ion thrusters and some solar sails to provide its locomotion through the solar system. It is not actually capable of landing on a planet. It doesn't have the thrust to keep itself aloft. It would crash and be destroyed. So it was built in space, and it will stay in space. I know you can
That's
see
what they
the
think.
massive flags painted all over the ship, leaving no doubt that they are. This is a very there's a lot of proud nationalistic fervor here among the people who live on this city ship. They have a reputation for raiding any vulnerable location they can, and yeah, grabbing people and using them for all sorts of some of the more dangerous labor or as cannon fodder. And you
Sure,
are heading
human beings.
right into their ship, where there are thousands of them living here. You've got your weapons, you've got your objectives, your various equipment, and as the shuttle approaches the docking port, you hear it lock in position and the airlock cycles, and you realize you've survived to this point, to the point where you can now start your mission. All right, let's put on some different music for this.
So as the airlock cycles, what do we see?
You are now in the cargo hold section of the ship in an automated docking port. You sort of expect to be there to be some people here to inspect your equipment or to see what's coming in. But as you enter, you actually find that the room is empty. There are a couple of small cargo stash spots here and there, but there are no enemies. There's no apparent hazard. There's really not much in here at all. Just a hatch that connects to another room. And I've got a map up here. I think I moved you to where you can see it. Yep. And with this, we can see the layout of this section. There's essentially corridors that connect to the 3 standard rooms, or the 2 standard rooms, and the objective room is the one marked sorting stations. and there's the exit room with lift access there. There's also the potential of a hidden room, which is why there's another mysterious box off to the side there.
I was just about to ask.
So yeah, in here, there's really not much to do other than maybe check to see if there's any loot before you move on.
Yep, looting.
This is a loot sparse room, so it's +4 to the difficulty rating. So you need a 16 on a presence check to find loot.
Okay, so I now have cyber eyes. That's why my eyes are red. It's not because of the gases that have been coming out of Grant's arse in the 3 days. It might be, but it could just be my skull is still getting used to my cyber eyes. So I roll 2d20 and pick whichever one. Does that include my presence each time, or is it just 2d20 and I pick the best plus my presence?
Yeah, you still add your presence bonus, if that's what you're asking. Yeah,
so what I'm saying is I roll 2d20 and I pick which of those dice I want, and then I add my presence after. It's not two complete separate rolls, and I pick which one, right?
Yep. It's like having advantage in D&D.
I haven't played that edition, so...
Okay. You just roll 2 dice and pick whichever one rolls better.
Okay, well, there's a 14 there.
Yeah, 14 on the die. What's your bonus for presence?
1. So that's a 15. Okay. So there is no loot.
So yeah, not quite good enough to find something. Well, not good enough to keep finding something, but the painful success option on this is to find something at least, but then there's nothing left afterwards. So you get to make one roll
we'll do
at
that.
least. So roll a d12. See what you find. A 6. Oh, goody. It's a ration pack. Granted, this mission's going to be long enough that might actually come in handy.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll stick it in my pocket.
Yep, it's sort of an emergency ration pack dispenser, and there's one left. one forgotten ancient space MRE.
Oh, good God. It's the vegan mac and cheese one. Oh, actually, no, I'd rather starve. Maybe not. I'll see. I'll pocket it anyway.
All right. Yeah, there's really nothing else here to mess with or see or interact with. Where would you like to move on to next?
How about we move over to the cargo transfer system?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, head out into the corridors and then into the cargo transfer system. Here we go. So this is going to be a busy place. The room is very open. It's a medium-sized chamber. So it being open means there's no stealth available as an option. The one exception being a certain scout with a cloaking field if you want to make use of that. But you're the only one who'd be able to
with a stealth. Oh yeah, I'm stealthing it.
Okay.
There is stealth going on all over the shop.
Okay, so you automatically succeed your stealth roll because you have a cloaking field. However, the other 2 people in your party are quite obvious. And yeah, you see across the room there are a bunch of armed, uniformed space fascists with their traditional red helmets. And it looks like there's 4. Looks like there's a half-starved, wearing sort of tattered clothing, armed with improvised weapons like crowbars and metal pipes. The conscripts are there, and one of the space fascists points at you and points in your general direction and yells, "Invaders! Kill them all!" And you can see that there are 3 of the regular troopers. They're armed with shock batons and pistols. There's 3 of the shock troopers who are armed with shotguns. And again, 4 conscripts who are armed with improvised clubs.
Damn right, you got some invaders. Let's get 'em, boys.
So there's no ambush. It's pretty much in the open here. You guys can start the show.
Grunt's going to move forward 1 zone. And he's going to use that fancy new polearm of his to try and stab a space fascie. He's going to try and get one of the ones with the shotguns.
Okay, one of the shock troopers. Go ahead and make your attack.
Wait, sorry, I think shotguns. I think I must have not heard that bit.
Yeah, 3 of them are shock troopers. They're armed with shotguns.
Okay, so it's 3 shotguns and 4 guys with what?
4 guys with like clubs. Those are the conscripts. The shock troopers, there's 3 of those. Each of them have a shotgun. I think I have an extra one on the field here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I have 1 too many. There we go.
And the other red hats?
Oh.
The other troopers, they're armed with the shock batons and pistols.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, that polearm swing is going to miss unless you want to take the painful success option.
I was just going to ask, what does that entail again? It's automatically fail the next roll, right?
Nope. For this, you have 2 options because you're using a melee weapon. You can either do the standard thing of taking d6 damage, which your armor does protect you against. Essentially overextend yourself and get hit in the process. Or you can essentially break your melee weapon so that it can't be used again until it's been repaired. But at least you put the hit in.
Oh, that's mean.
Hey, you've got repair kits and
I do. I have a repair
cyber
kit
tools.
for exactly this. I think this early on, I'm going to trust in my armor, and I'm going to do a painful success for hoping my armor minimizes the damage.
All right. First things first. Make your armor roll. You don't have the shield drone currently.
Oof.
All right. You rolled a 1. I rolled a 3. I think your bones give you a +1 on your armor roll, right?
They do. That's
so
correct.
only 1 point gets through. So yeah, you pay a small blood price for your for landing your blow on one of the shotgun armed shock troopers.
All right, could be worse.
Now roll for damage. What is damage on a polearm?
Hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm now at 16. Okay, damage on a polearm. D6 plus strength.
Okay, so you roll 2d6 and then pick the best one, and then add your strength bonus.
I'll take the 6.
All right, yeah, you hit him. Definitely injure him, but he is. Looks like he is wearing some decent armor, including an armor vest, and it soaks some of the damage for him.
How dare
he?
he?
Ends up taking 3 points. So I think that's all your actions, right? Because polearm is just 1 attack per action.
Yep.
All right, we have Leech, who is still hidden, and Tech, who is definitely not.
Okay, so these guys with shotguns, I don't like them. I mean, they're red hats, so they kind of, I mean, they are completely anathema to everything we stand for in the Hellslayers Marine Corps, but they've got shotguns, and I don't, so I'm going to shoot them. The first one, certainly.
You're going to start with the injured one that got poked with the polearm?
Yes, let's focus fire and burn them down.
All right, your first shot, new stealth rules. So if you've been watching from the beginning, we figured the auto hit, auto crit is a bit too overpowered for stealth. So now, if you attack from stealth, your first attack is at -4 to the difficulty rating. So you need an 8 to hit instead of a 12 typically.
Yes,
Big difference.
because
We're experimenting with some rules here. So
and my agility's gone up since last mission as well. So let's see what that does. Well, I hit.
yep, 11's definitely going to hit. So you shooting with the plasma rifle, you blast the first shock trooper in line. Roll damage.
5 damage.
All right, the vest takes most of it. He is still up. Looks like he's pretty worse for wear, though.
I'm going to shoot him again.
All right, now the DR is back up to 12.
And I miss. So, yeah.
All right, you taking a third shot?
I'm just going to... No, yeah. And I hit on that one as well, so let's see the damage. Only 3.
Yep, that one takes it right in the vest. Looks like it didn't really get through to injure him. That's your first action.
D10 plasma damage. Is the plasma rifle a D10 plus agility or just flat D10?
Flat D10. Strength adds to melee damage rolls, but nothing typically adds to the ranged weapon damage rolls.
Okay.
But the ranged weapons tend to be a slightly larger dice, so... yeah, my second action, I will attack that same guy again. Hopefully I get some better damage rolls. All 12s all the way across now, yeah?
Yep. And don't forget, you can do a painful success with your attacks if you miss, as long as you don't fumble.
Yeah. No, that just takes D4 rounds out of my power pack, which...
Yeah, it does require you to go through the ammo faster, but yep, that's another hit.
Yeah.
This guy's getting hit left and right, but his armor's protecting him pretty well. But this time,
7.
you just end up boring a hole right through that ruined armored vest, and with a scream, with a Wilhelm scream, he drops to the deck dead.
Okay.
Um,
I will shift target to the next shock trooper.
okay. It's definitely a target-rich environment.
And I do 6 damage to him.
Nail him in the shoulder. His armor deflects some of the damage, but he's definitely injured. I think you got one more shot.
Yeah.
A lot of enemies on the board still.
Okay, so that time I get a headshot. I get the 10.
All right, and yeah, since you injured him before, he's down some already. That is enough to take him down. You do get the headshot.
Nice. Dibs on his armored vest.
Well, I'm gonna keep
And
up
that is it.
the wonderful shoot the guys with shotguns, because shotguns are scary.
Now there's one guy left with a shotgun.
Well, hopefully it's a bad day to be him.
It probably is, but let's find out. Hey, a 16 on the first roll is going to hit.
Yeah,
One on the damage roll, yeah, just sort of a glancing blow that deflects off his armor. Second shot's going to crit.
Yeah, I'll take
All the
it.
max damage, right?
Max
I
damage of
remember
10, minus his armor. Yeah, you blow a hole through his armor, gets through, injures him quite a bit, but he is still barely up. Your third shot hits. You're getting some good dice rolling here for the most part.
Don't jinx it.
And yeah, max damage on that. You just blow a big hole through him. And now there are no more space fascists with shotguns.
Yeah, but there was that one guy that was talking. I didn't like him. So he's my next target.
All right, it's one of the troopers in the back. It's going to be a miss unless you want to burn extra ammo.
No, I'm good. I'm not the lieutenant.
They still have more actions to keep shooting.
Yeah, I hit for 2 damage.
Shot him right in the armor. Which does its job, unfortunately for you. Fortunately for him.
And my last shot of the round hits for armor damage. I gotta make sure that spot is good and ready for somebody to stab it.
Yeah, he got a couple scorch marks on his armor vest, but he's otherwise still doing okay. And looks like he's in a position to return fire. As the shock troopers go down around him, he goes, his voice raises in volume and pitch. Get them! Get them! The conscripts rush forward. Rah! They look more like they're just terrified than actually in a battle rage, but they rush you with their clubs raised. Looks like Grunt, you'll be getting attacked 4 times by the conscripts in melee. The troopers, you're in their preferred range as well. So as the conscripts are running up, they're opening fire on you. So you have 2 actions, and it's 2 attacks per action. So yeah, Grunt, you're gonna be absorbing a whole lot of fire here.
I'm gonna be getting hit some.
So make 4 defense rolls per trooper.
Armor or defense?
Defense. So this is an agility roll, difficulty 12. Look at the bright side. If you crit any of these, then you get bonus actions.
Yay!
So,
Ooh.
painful success on this is that you fail the next roll.
No, I'm good. I'll take the hit.
However, if you have an energy shield, like a personal energy shield, that would allow you to use that instead of the other option for painful success.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, that's a hit, so go ahead and make your armor roll.
There we go.
All
right,
yeah,
so 1
bounces
damage.
off your bones.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that. Thank
You
you.
have a metallic bone lacing that gives you +1 in your armor rolls.
That's right.
Okay, so yeah, that's good. So that was the first one of 12 of these.
Wee.
Go ahead and see how the next one goes. They're just opening up on you.
And there's my 12 right there.
That's a crit. So yep, you avoid that, and you can take an immediate action.
And that's from one of the guys who's just out of my reach, right?
I mean, you have
Don't
a
you
polearm. So
I do have a polearm. That's
one in this room is outside of your reach.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna attack one of those space fascists with a polearm. Oh, sad.
Thought it was a free attack. Didn't cost you anything. You
Yeah.
want to take the extra D6, opening yourself up to being battered?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right. So no painful success option this time. Okay, so that was 2 of the first 12 shots. Go and roll. Keep going. Number 3. Hello? Did I lose my internet connection?
You're
You did
still
not.
good. I think
You're
somebody
still
else
here.
did.
Hello?
Hello.
You guys hear
Okay,
me?
good. There you are. Yep, we hear you. We're just waiting for the defense rolls.
Okay, cool.
So number 3.
There we go. So that one is a miss.
All right, roll your armor. Never mind. minimum roll on armor would
Is
protect
going
you.
to be a 2. Yeah.
So yeah, defense roll number 4.
Okay. Wow, defense rolls aren't great for me today.
So roll your armor.
Okay.
So you take 1 damage after everything from that. So yeah, number 5, that's a hit as well. So roll your armor again. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so bullets are mostly deflecting off your armor or bouncing off your metal skull.
He takes
Yeah.
great pride in his metal skull.
A little bit of
It's the
damage is
horn.
coming through. So we still got 7 more of these to roll though. It's
All
taking hail of
right.
bullets.
That one's a miss.
All right, you avoid that attack. That was number 6. Now number 7,
Is a miss.
number 8.
Is a miss.
You're on a roll. Number 9. It's going good for you.
How many are there total? 12, right?
Yep, 3 more to go.
Okay, so here's 10. That's a miss. And 11 is a hit.
Go ahead and roll your armor. There's a chance of damage.
Yeah. No, there isn't.
All right. Yep, you're doing just fine. Bullets are flattening against you.
Cool. All right.
1 more to go.
And there we go. Okay, that's a hit.
Yep, but no chance of damage because of your
No damage.
bonus. Now that they're done shooting, the conscripts come in close and start swinging wildly with their clubs. So 4 more defense rolls.
That is definitely a miss.
It's a fumble, actually.
Yep.
So unless you're going to badass point that, you're going to be taking max damage.
I will badass point that.
Right? Then you can re-roll it.
There we go. That's better.
All right, it misses. Just barely misses your head.
All right.
3 more to go.
That one's a miss.
Potential hit.
I'll take the miss.
That's a hit, actually.
Sorry, a miss on my part.
Right.
But yeah.
A miss on your attempts to not get hit.
All right. So keep going.
Looks like your armor soaks the damage, and you got 1 more attack coming in.
Nice. And that's another hit for them.
Ooh, max damage this time.
All right. I take 1 point of damage from that.
Yep, they're nickel and diming you, but they are having to use lots of nickels and lots of dimes.
Yeah, that's true.
You are the entire focus of their gunfire and melee attacks for the round.
I have taken 3 points of damage so far, 1 of them from myself.
All right, it's your turn now.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, sorry. Go
Should we
ahead.
get the range fire out of the way?
Oh yeah.
You do whatever order you want.
Shoot a rocket at the fascists. Shoot a rocket at the fascists.
No. I'm not going to spend. I'm not going to waste a rocket on the red hats. There's 2 of us with plasma rifles, and there's 3 of them. Statistically, they should die. Yeah, I'm going to just shoot at them. I'm going to shoot at the first fascist.
That's a hit. This guy's not as heavily armed as his, or heavily armored, I mean, as the shock troopers. So, that's enough to
6 damage.
It's enough to savagely injure him.
I don't think that 2 is going to do much, but
Nope, you hit him in the helmet, which does its job. He's still standing. 3rd shot's gonna miss unless you want a painful success it.
God no, ammo's too precious. And then my second action. Is a miss. And that's a hit. Oh,
Oh man, the dice are not loving you tonight. Grunt's soaked up all the dice lock on his dodge rolls.
Hey, those weren't dodges. That was just good.
5.
Let's see,
Grunt's a beefy boy.
Yeah, you blast him pretty good, but he is still somehow just barely on his feet. Sitting there
Okay,
with just one hit point left. Yeah, six rounds firing at this guy, and he's still this angry ball of evil refusing to die.
Oh well, tech can handle it.
You say that like I can hit the broadside of a barn, just barely. Yay! It took 2 shots to hit him.
Yep, well, you proved your claim by hitting the broadside of this cargo chamber with your first shot. Your second one actually hits your target and drops him.
Yay! On to the next fascist. It's the best type of target shooting there is.
Just misses with an 11. But your next one is going to be a crit with a 12. So that you just blast a hole right through his torso and he drops to the ground dead. Only one left. And I think you have one shot left.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second.
Which misses unless you're going to use up extra power.
It's been 2 shots. I have 1 shot left. That was shot 5.
Okay.
I had to miss one so I can zero in apparently. Except for this time it's wrong. But yeah, no, he's last man standing.
You're really focused on being able to shoot the wall.
Somebody's
to
got
hit several times.
Is Grunt able to like gently push the conscripts out of the way while he just casually strolls up next to this guy?
Well, maybe not so gentle, but you can easily like get around them if you like kind of growl at them. They sort of hesitate for a moment. They're obviously terrified of you, but they're more afraid of their captors than you, even though you're the imminent threat here. But yeah, they do seem relieved as you close the distance on the last trooper here.
All right. So that was one action, the movement. Next up are the cyber blades. So he's going to attack.
Slick.
And this is 2 attacks per round with the cyber blades. Or
2 attacks per action, potentially 4 per round, but yeah, you had to move up to him. Yeah, with your roll twice and take the best damage rolls, gonna be pretty effective, I think. As long as you can hit. The first one hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Again, just roll twice and take the best.
And that is 1d8 plus strength. There we go.
What's your strength up to?
Plus 2. Yes. I'll take the 8.
All right. Yeah, you like lop off his left arm. And he's still up.
Excellent. Okay. And there's the second attack, and
Gonna miss unless you want to take a painful success, and your only option for that is to potentially take damage.
oh man!
But you do get your armor roll.
I do get my armor roll. Oh, what the heck? I got stim packs. Okay, yeah.
All right.
There we go. That's a hit. I should do the armor roll though.
Don't bother.
Okay.
Your minimum is enough to prevent the damage. So
excellent.
Yeah, he like sort of goes to pistol whip you, and you like pistol whips like the horn on your helmet.
I'm going to look very offended and that's my helmet. And I'll take the 6.
All right, so 4 gets through. That's enough to finish him off.
I'll spit him through the eyeball. So just bayonet his eyeball and just kind of yank it out. So I got this eyeball on my cyber blade, and I'm gonna look back at my fellow Marines, and I'm gonna say,
Anybody up for some fresh meats?
No, cannibalism's bad, Grant. Like, no, and it's fascist. It's gonna be horrible for you.
The
Well,
four
that's-
conscripts.
You might catch fascism if you do that, Grunt.
Oh,
and he's gonna fling the eyeball off of his blade.
The four conscripts immediately toss down their weapons. They clang to the deck and drop to their knees and put their hands behind their head.
Hey, look, we got some shotguns and some pistols. Why don't you, two of you grab shotguns, two of you grab pistols, and go shoot some fascists?
Yeah, as far as loot goes in here, let's see. Somebody roll.
Leech?
Somebody roll. Let's see. There are 3 of each. So somebody rolls 68 for the bullets, and somebody else rolls 68 to see how many shotgun shells are lying around.
16 bullets.
Olaf, my perception. You do the shells. Nice.
26 shells. That brings the total that I'm looking around to 57.
And there are indeed 3 pistols laying around and 3 shotguns. There are also 3 shock batons.
Ooh, can
Those
Grunt
do
have?
D6
Sorry,
What do
base-
shock batons do?
it's a melee attack. It does base D6 damage plus strength, and 2 attacks per action. So they're a little bit like a combat knife, stat wise.
Do they do anything like the shock? Does that like paralyze the opponent, take away an
Nope.
action, or anything? Oh,
It just does damage.
all right.
Nothing fancy.
Grunt would love to have one of those shotguns if you guys are okay with it.
I don't care. I just don't want to carry around this ammo that we didn't have a gun for.
Cool. You want to pass the ammo my way?
All right, 57 rounds or 57 shells.
Sweet.
Are any of the armored vests from the shock troopers salvageable?
Unfortunately, those don't drop as loot, unless you get a lucky loot roll or something. Not standard with these guys though. They're all destroyed in the combat. The one you got the headshot, unfortunately, one of the stray plasma rounds from one of Tech's shots vaporized the important bits while the corpse was laying around.
I hit him center mass before I hit him in the head anyway, so it's probably that one. So yeah, whatevs. Okay, all right. So I'll do a proper looting roll, I guess.
I'm gonna search for a secret room.
All right, so
I got a 16 on that secret room searching.
you do indeed find there's some crates and stuff piled up in a suspicious location where there happens to be an access port leading to another chamber.
And I found one thing on looting.
All right, let's see what it is. Roll a d12.
9. Power
Yeah,
pack.
It's a power pack, all charged up and ready for use.
Yay. Do you want this tech or shall I pocket it?
Oh, you can hold on to it. Speaking of which, Tech pulls his power pack out of the rifle. 12 shots, fully expended. Licks both his thumbs, puts them on there, and it recharges.
Once he's done that, I'll be like, yeah, can you do the honors? And I'll hold up an empty power pack.
I think you do have to roll for that, right?
Maybe I'll check, and I take damage after the first one.
Or maybe that's limiting factors. It takes.
Cyber implant power system. Allows me to recharge power packs, energy shields, cloaking shields, plasma weapons, and other devices. First time you use the power, each mission you suffer no effects. Each further use overtaxes the system, causing D4 damage.
Okay.
Not reduced by any means.
Alright, don't worry about recharging just a second.
If we get there, I'll do it, but we'll wait till we get to that point. And
Yeah,
Grunt,
no
how
worries.
bad are you? Like, you got some scratches, maybe?
Yeah, I got a couple of scratches.
Grunt is at 14 out of 17 HP right now.
I think that's weight. Yes, like I've read the book. Like I got the advanced version. Kit had the for dummies version.
As you're sort of looking around, finding secret doors and looting for stuff, the conscripts are still sort of sitting there with their hands in their heads.
Here's some pistols. If you see fascists, shoot them.
Are you going to give them some of your bullets too?
Yeah, we found
Well,
some.
yeah, we found 16 bullets, so they got those.
I got 40 bullets to spare. I can give them 10 each. Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, here's 10. Here's a gun, a pistol, and 10 bullets. Have fun. If you see fascists, shoot them.
All right, they sort of
Aren't we supposed to
nod and-
rescue these guys? Like, bring them back with us?
We are rescuing them.
Yeah, but aren't we supposed to, like, bring them back with us? Isn't that the mission?
Well, we have to steal a shuttle to get out of here, so let them run around and do stuff, and then whichever ones are still alive at the end, they can jump on the shuttle with us.
Yeah, they'll be doing stuff off camera, mostly like hiding and hoping no one tries to kill them. While they do have the option of using pistols as a last resort, that's not going to be they're not going to be running around.
Okay, that's
fighting like an
good.
army here. They're not in
Well,
great shape.
if they're not gonna actually be running around doing anything destructive, then they can do something constructive and be pack mules, and we'll just leave you in the room prior to the one that we enter.
I didn't write any rules for this, but yeah, I think the conscripts could each carry one gear slot for you.
All
Well,
right.
look at those pistols we no longer have to carry.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's 3 pistols that you hand out, 1 shotgun.
Pistols and shotgun. There you go.
Grunt gets one of the shotguns. There's still one other shotgun left if you want to stash it or leave it on the ground. It's up to you.
Hand me that pistol. You're getting a shotgun instead.
All right. Now, don't forget, if you have 2 pistols, you can do the whole akimbo John Woo thing and get twice as many shots. And there's definitely no drawbacks because it's cool.
And use twice as much ammo.
Yep. What is that? The old Street Samurai catalog. Wonderful. Now I can flatten light ammo against body armor faster than ever before.
Yes, that would be the Supermac, I believe.
I think you're right. Yep. All right. Yeah. So you've rescued 4 conscripts. I'll keep a tally of that because you get paid rewards for that.
And we found a secret room. We should probably explore that.
Yes, I will.
Also, you haven't
I'm gonna
finished
send-
looting in here.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, if you want to stop before you find everything, that's fine. It's up to
God,
you.
no. There's going to be more looting.
Didn't you get a painful success on looting?
No, he actually
No.
made the roll.
I thought you rolled a 4 first for looting, and then
No, he
No,
rolled.
I have cyber eyes, so I rolled 2d20.
right.
So
yeah,
I got another success. I rolled them both because I was hoping I'd get a crit, but
Yeah, it goes up to 14 on this roll. It goes up by +2 each time you find something.
Yep.
Well, look, more shotgun shells. 8 of them.
1 second. So it was a 14, right? You got a 14.
Oh, you did get a 14.
So that's a crit.
oh yeah.
Which means you can either roll on the elite table or choose whatever you want from the basic loot table.
I'm rolling on the elite table.
Okay, that's what I thought you'd say. Roll another d12 then, see what you find.
4 again.
Wow, look at that particle beam rifle.
Yeah, it's another particle beam rifle and another power pack that's fully charged.
Okay, I will. All right. I think we've got more gun running secretaries. Here you go, Tech. Have a sniper rifle.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of those pistols and be like, hey, you guys get to carry this. Jack's full of rockets and a rocket launcher right now.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point.
All right, next loot
Okay.
difficulty is going to be 16. Well, you don't have to
Okay.
keep that fumble, but the other roll, which is better, isn't high enough. So
Yep.
this is going to be your last
That'd be,
find for this room.
Yep.
Lots of storage here, but not much stuff that would actually interest or be of use to you.
A
But
seven.
you do find a repair kit, which might come in handy if your drone gets damaged or something.
Hey, that goes in the
Okay.
pile of repair kits.
Yeah. And then I deploy my scout drone and send it into the hidden room.
All right. Yep. We're sort of assuming your scout drone is going ahead of you. Let me know if that's not the case.
Yeah, it will by standard.
Yeah, I mentioned it would be a SOP. So yeah, there is a connection to a sort of a secret storage room, and let's see what's in here. Oh my! It's a medium-sized room, cluttered with all sorts of different crates and boxes. There are no hazards or enemies. You may loot away. And in this room, since loot is abundant, there's a -4 difficulty rating on your loot rolls. So the first one's a difficulty 8.
Ooh.
So you're gonna
If I did that 6 was an 8. So that's a success on a 21. A 2.
Oh look, it's a crowbar, brand new in its shipping crate. Second roll is difficulty 10. That's another success.
Yeah, and I got an 11. 6 on the standard table.
Oh, ration pack. Salisbury steak.
And that one's actually pretty decent. I got a 15 on my second, where it's back up to 12.
Yep, difficulty 12. That's a success.
Hey, frag grenade.
2 on the standard.
Oh,
on
look.
the
It's another crowbar, yeah.
Yep, brand new crowbar. All right.
20, 14. And another crowbar.
Crates and crates of crowbars.
Good old crowbar storage.
And now we're up to 16, I think.
Which I did not do, so this will be the last roll.
Come on, crowbar. Oh, it's a repair kit.
7. Okay, well, yeah.
All right, you found and looted the hidden room. There's a few other things in boxes, but it's just a bunch of useless junk. Not even
Yay.
sellable.
Us and crowbars.
But yeah, lots of crowbars.
Yeah.
So you're definitely not going to run out of those anytime soon.
We need to find like a blunderbuss that fires crowbars. You never run out of ammunition.
Someone in the chat had mentioned a rail gun that fires crowbars as its ammunition. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
someday. But
yeah, I mean that's assuming they're ferrous crowbars. They might be aluminium crowbars.
Hey, I'm sure between the 2 particle beam rifles and the 2 plasma rifles, tech can work something out.
all right, so
Good point. Yeah.
after checking things over here, you've got a couple options of where to go next. You can either head to another storage area and probably a good place to loot, or you can head to the objective room, which is where the sorting stations are for the incoming cargo.
Oh, I said go to the other storage room.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this time, let me. I'm going to send my scout drone, but then let me sneak in ahead.
For sure.
All right, checking out the storage chamber. It is a medium-sized room. And Your scout drone spots a bunch of space fascists taking cover with their weapons aimed at the door. Seems like they know something's up and they're waiting, ready for an ambush. So go ahead and make a stealth roll for your scout drone. It's a difficulty 8. It's a straight d20 roll.
11.
That's good. The scout drone manages to stay out of sight as it reports back the ambush that's up ahead. So you're able to proceed as if there is no ambush, which means
Okay.
you can. The room is actually cluttered, so stealth is possible, even to those
Yeah,
people
so-
who don't have a cloaking field.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak back out of the room and let the guys know that there's a ambush up ahead, and they need to be all sneaky beaky, and we'll see if we can get the drop on them.
I'll try. It's not fixing stuff or breaking stuff, so I'm not good.
All right, so Leech, are you using your cloaking field, or are you going to roll stealth?
I'm using my cloaking field.
Okay, so you automatically succeed. Grunt and Tech,
Mhm.
you each have to make an agility roll for your stealth test. Oh, and Tech rolls a crit, which means he can carry Grunt on this.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome.
Okay, cool.
So it's
Yes.
payback for when you helped us out.
Yay!
So, yep, no need for Grunt to roll on the stealth roll because Tech is able to help guide him and stay out of sight himself. So yeah, you're able to get in here. Any action you take, you'll have to make another stealth roll to stay hidden. But looks like again, medium-sized room, cluttered. Yeah, I moved it over so you can see it in roll 20.
I'm
Oh.
thinking this is a good time for a rocket.
Yeah, you're seeing
I don't
there
wanna
is
kill
Wait,
conscripts.
no, because we've got a conscript at the far end. We don't want to hurt them.
Yep, there is one conscript who's sort of standing around, looking a bit morose. There's 3 of those troopers armed with the shock batons and pistols, and there's 3 of those shock troopers armed with shotguns and with their
The-
heavier armor.
The chances of a rocket killing a conscript, based on our experience against the demons, is slight. But yeah.
I'd rather not. Like, if he wasn't
Yeah,
there, I'd be like all for it. Like, rocket
Okay.
followed by grenade. But like, we got these nice targets and we all got guns, so
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, let's just shoot the fuckers.
I'm gonna start off with one of the shotgun guys because they don't deserve them.
Okay.
I believe that's a hit because of
Yep.
the. Yeah.
Your very first shot is -4 difficulty rating, so you need an 8. So your 11's going to hit. You're shooting a shotgun guy. Roll damage. Ooh, 9. He's lucky he's wearing some heavy armor because that would take most people down. But he's you blast him in the chest, put a hole through his armor vest, injure him very severely, but he's still up. He goes, what? And,
Second shot misses, but the third does connect. Let's hopefully it does the job. 7.
It does. It you just sort of nail him on the abdomen, where armor vest is a little bit weaker, looks like, and you're able to drop him.
All right.
And that
You know,
was one action, I think.
yep, he has these friends that are next to him, and they're going to be good targets too.
Keep shooting.
Well, there's a
And-
10 on the first one for him.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's still not a instant kill on the shock troopers. The armor still leaves them with a hit point left after that.
I think that does the job, though.
Yeah, that definitely does the job. But he's pretty well vaporized from the waist up. Another 10 damage. Yep, very dead.
And my last shot of the round. Yes, it wasn't the one,
All right, you miss.
which is
That was-
perfectly acceptable.
I mean, you took out 2 of the shock troopers, so that's it's pretty damned effective.
It's
So
incredible for tech.
that's all of your actions. You're no longer in stealth. We have a Tech and Leech, or rather Grunt and Leech yet to go. Who's going next?
I will go next.
Gonna target the Shock Trooper, I take it.
Oh god, yes.
All right, more
I'm
plasma
gonna
fire
miss
coming
that
his
one.
way.
Oh my god. Roll 20, you gonna do your old trick?
Apparently, the conscript is like running back and forth, and
Wow.
all right,
That's
so
that's a fumble on that last shot of
yep,
that first axe.
so unless you want to use a badass point to re-roll that, that's using up a D4 extra ammo out of frustration, or maybe the trigger gets stuck, or it just drains more power for one of its shots. Whatever the case,
Yeah.
uses up some of your ammo.
It's only one shot, so that's fine.
Okay, yeah, overheats a bit and essentially uses some of the power less efficiently.
Okay, well, I'm still going for that shock trooper.
Well, you're
God
consistent.
damn it. Right, there we go.
That's definitely gonna hit.
Max.
Yeah, it's
That'll do the trick.
solid shot, upper torso, blows a hole through the armor vest. He staggers but stays on his feet with 1 hit point left.
You know what? I'm going to take a painful success on this one so that I can try and get another hit in.
All right, roll a d4. How many shots do you have left in your gun?
Oh, it's a full pack, so
Okay.
I have 6, 7.
Okay.
I'll use one again, so yeah, and that's fine. At least
All right. Well,
Roll
that's going to
20,
guarantee a
terrible.
hit.
RNG is helping there.
Let's see how the damage roll pans out, though. Hey, it's
only
got
a
the result
5.
here. Do more than the last needed 1 hit point of damage. So, yeah, badly injured and under a total hail of plasma fire, the third and final shock trooper finally goes down, leaving only three of the troopers left.
Do any of them know that I'm here?
You're still hidden.
I'm gonna try to sneak up. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna try to sneak up one zone.
All right. You move
So that
forward
needs an
one zone,
agility roll, right?
and yep, that triggers another stealth roll for you. So go ahead and roll it.
Hey, there we go.
All right, yeah, they definitely don't notice you as you move up, covered by the distraction of many plasma bolts from your
And
enemies.
then short range, is that one zone away? Or is
Short
that
range is the same zone as you are.
same zone?
It's in your zone.
Then
Short
I'm
range
gonna-
is melee range
okay.
for the most part,
I'm
unless
gonna
you have a
use
pole arm.
I was gonna say then I'm gonna use my pole arm instead. I'm gonna stab at one of the electro baton guys.
All right, stab at one of the troopers.
That's a
And
crit.
that is a crit. So what's your max damage?
That would be 8 damage, D6 plus strength, right? So 6 plus 2, 8 damage.
All right, his light combat armor barely keeps him alive under that blow. You lop off his left arm again. Well, I mean,
All right,
not again.
excellent.
You lop off the left arm of another guy. So
You didn't
Chop it right
need
off.
that, did you?
Ah! All right, that was both of your actions.
Yep.
Now they go. I think we're going to do, instead of the total hail of gunfire at Grunt, I think Leech and Tech sort of presented themselves as the most dangerous targets for the most part.
They kind of did. Sorry, guys.
First things first, the one-armed bandit here is going to fire his pistol at Grunt. So make 4 defense rolls.
One-armed bandit. Okay, one sec.
Yeah, he's going to stay where he is and shoot at you. So It's 4 defense rolls.
Bing,
Wow.
bing, bing.
Nail all 4 of those. Just ducking under cover. He fires wildly, probably distracted by the pain of having his arm chopped off.
Can it be canon that Grunt just stands there and just watches the bullets bounce off, just like sort of idly confused?
Yeah, bounce off the cover around you. None of them hit your armor or anything.
Just like, can you not hit a stationary target, son?
Yeah, screaming wildly, mostly in terror than actual battle rage, the conscript charges forward and swings his club at Grunt. So make another defense roll, Grunt.
Oh, there we go. That one's a miss. Painful successes auto-fail the next roll, right?
Yes.
I'll do that. Yeah. I'll just
Okay.
kind of step to the side.
You find yourself off balance and sort of backed into a corner without many options against the feral onslaught of the conscript who's trying desperately to not get shot by anybody. The other troopers advance. Each one of them takes a shot at each one attack. So you each make 2 defense rolls because they had to move forward before they fired.
I will take a painful success, so I get hit once.
All right. Do you have a energy shield for that, or is that a?
Nope, that hits me.
Hit forward. Okay. So yep, you dodge the first shot, but it find yourself right in the open for the next one. So make your armor roll. And
Yes.
your armor protects you. You feel the impact of the round, but it doesn't actually hurt much.
You know, it really stings. You should be more careful when you shoot people.
And that's it for their return attack against you. It's back to your turn, Hellslayers. I think after we do this room, we'll probably take our break.
The guy that shot at me, I'm gonna shoot at him.
Makes sense.
If I can actually hit the broadside of a barn this time. Yay! Six damage on him.
All right, you shoot him. Looks like his armor takes the brunt of it, but he's still injured. And
his second shot.
That's gonna hit him in the helmet, which protects him pretty well. You think a headshot would be the ideal thing, but not always.
Nine.
But yeah, the application of a whole bunch more gunfire is enough to finish him off. Finally. Tech, do you want to go next, or do you want to see what Grunt has in store?
Oh, I was gonna let Grunt slice and dice and make Julianne fascist.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right, so what are you doing first?
All right. Well, my first attack misses because, it's a painful success. My second attack, though.
Yeah, I kind of picture the time is taken up by you sort of moving and pushing past the conscript.
Around and trying to get around the conscript.
Yep.
But yeah, so there's the second attack.
Second attack hits.
Yeah, and does 8 damage.
And this one hasn't been injured yet, but you stab him through the chest. He's still up, but he has a sucking chest wound now.
And then third attack hits.
Stab him with the other blade, and
6 damage.
gasps and spits up a bunch of blood and falls to the ground dead.
All right, and with my fourth attack, I'm just gonna stab the body.
You can stab the conscript if you want.
No, I'm gonna stab the dead body on the floor. I'm gonna say,
Okay.
I'm gonna miss. I'm just gonna shove the conscript.
Quit keeping me off balance. Get over there.
Well, there's one target left. I might as well take advantage of it.
All right.
Yay! I finally hit it.
Yep. You sort of walk your fire closer and closer to the target, and then hit with your third shot.
I mean, that is a good thing about the plasma rifle. It is its own tracer.
Yep, and that's a 9.
You sort of nail him in the upper torso, giving him a savage injury, but he is still on his feet.
And for the fourth shot, it's a 5 damage.
And that finally drops him. And then the conscript looks around, and throws his club to the ground, and puts his hands up in the air. I give
Hand
up.
him a shotgun. Welcome aboard.
Nice. So you've rescued your 5th conscript.
I'm going to do some looting, I guess.
There's lots of storage here, so plenty of stuff to look through to loot. Unfortunately, most of it's like clothes and personal effects, various like toys and some manufactured goods, that like consumer goods stuff, things like toasters and coffee makers and
So it sounds like it's gonna be really easy to make a bag of stuff fit and drag.
Yeah, you do find a stim pack, like an emergency stim pack, on like a first aid station.
We should probably give that to Grunt right now.
Now your second roll is going to be a 14. Oh, and that's a crit.
Crit. I will roll on the
elite.
elite table.
All right, roll a d12, see what you get.
4.
Oh, look, it's another particle beam rifle in a power pack.
You know, we're gonna have to
Yay.
sell some of these at some point.
It's the new crowbar.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
it's the crowbar we want to find because it's worth money.
Well, no,
Yeah,
some of these.
they're worth 100, so yeah.
I mean, Grunt
also
might
the
as
power
well
pack is
stack
nice.
this one. He's going to use... what does the stim pack do? Isn't that like plus 1d4 hit points?
Yep, he'll
Heals
do
you-
D4.
Yep, heals you d4 and then it's done.
Sure, Grunt will roll a d4 and use one of his stim packs.
It's a hypo spray type thing.
Okay.
It restores a hit point.
All right,
Hey, that's still a hit point more than you had before.
because that one is
Yeah,
expired.
that's true. But now he has enough load to grab the plasma rifle. If you guys are
The particle.
The particle beam.
Yeah, grab the
Particle
particle
beam
beam rifle. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think we're gonna have conscripts. If we can't find a cart for them to push stuff around on, drag a bag of loot.
Yeah, again, they're pretty weak from malnutrition and ill treatment, so they can each carry 1 gear slot for you.
Here's the
There's
ration
5 of them.
pack. Split it between like 3 of you. Otherwise, you'll get sick.
Hey, we've got the vegan mac and cheese one. We
And
can
the
give it to
Salisbury
them.
steak.
No, the Salisbury steak we keep. The vegan mac and cheese one they can have.
It's better than nothing. They're probably
Alright.
starving, so it might not taste bad.
I
Actually,
think you've-
are they prepared to eat the vegan mac and cheese, the combat ration?
Yeah, they will, with a bit of a grimace. One of them will agree to. It's food's food.
I got an 11
So
for the
difficulty
next
16.
food. I got a 21, so I got it, and then an 11 on the looting table.
Oh, you find trauma nanites pack.
Ooh, that's handy.
If
One of you
use that
guys...
on someone who's dead, it makes them not dead anymore, usually.
Ah,
It's also worth a lot of money.
I can hold on to them and be the actual. Well, I was filling in for a medic, so yeah, I guess.
okay. So that was.
And now it's going to be an 18 to find more loot. And oh look,
I know,
it's
I'm
an
going to crit
18.
that.
All right,
Elite
Well-
again.
see if you get another particle beam rifle.
Yes, drones.
It's a drone. Yep, with a roll of 11. So roll a d6 to see which
Any
drone
of
it
them.
is.
4.
4. It's another scout drone, which is
Hey, we got a backup.
not super exciting, but yeah, it's a backup. So,
That's fine.
and you can always sell it, and it can also you can power it up and let it fly itself around.
Scout
so
drones
you
are
don't have to carry it.
$12.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You know, 2 scout drones are better than 1 scout drone.
Yeah.
All right. There's still
And
lots of
then-
boxes here. You haven't looked through them all yet. It's a difficulty
So is it-
20 for this roll.
Yeah. Okay, it will be the last one.
Yep. Last thing, you've
You got 2 elite
So
items out of 1 room, so
searched through all the
9.
boxes and finally find up. Here's another power pack, all charged up.
Do you need it, Tech, or shall I?
How many,
it's a backup for either one of us. So I'll hold on
how
to it.
many
'cause I only
power
have the
packs
4.
does everyone have?
Oh,
How many
if,
what, sorry?
if Grunt's carrying that 3rd particle beam rifle, here's an extra
Yeah.
power pack, Grunt.
I was gonna say I only have one power pack on me, so a second might be nice.
Yeah, no, there you go. So you now have 2 power packs.
Sweet.
I have...
Now you get your ranged
4.
version of a pole arm.
Right. Let's see, plus 2 DR and attack tests within medium range, plus 6 within short range, but no penalty at long range and beyond. So okay. Also,
Yeah, so if
2
it's-
damage. Oh my god.
It's plus 6 in the same zone, plus 2 in the next zone, and then after that, it's just whatevs. But it's only
Yeah.
1 shot per attack, though. So...
It's for when you need to reach
12.
out and touch somebody across town.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty
I think
much.
it's our pre-planned time for a break. I think Max is here for tech, though he's not available to play. Who's going to come join us? Max, you there? Oh, he is there. Yay. It's all ready to go. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take our break. Want to do till 10 after? All right.
Oh.
Sounds good. We'll do till 10 after. Well, so far it's been going pretty well for you. Even though you've been shot at a lot, yeah, the enemies are generally sticking around to at least make a round of attacks against you. But so far it's just been flesh wounds on Grunt. So yeah, we'll see how things go as you get deeper into the city. So far, so good.
All right.
Although our plasma rifle accuracy is a bit down on from where it was last time, so that's
Yeah, fortunately, I've been finding all those power packs along with the plasma beam rifles, your particle beam rifles you keep
Oh
finding.
yeah, we got 3 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
pretty good loot rolls, but still haven't hit that power armor on the elite loot table.
yeah, I want one of those.
So close.
Because
Right,
it reduces your. It's a DR14 to defend, but with a cloaking field, it's DR12 still.
And welcome back. Sorry, it took a little bit longer on the break than I planned to because I had to deal with a wasp in my room, so that was interesting. The wasp is fine, everyone else is fine, so we're good there.
Oh, we're glad the wasp is fine. That's the important part, right?
God no.
Ever since I found out they're pollinators, I just try to leave them alone.
Yep, some species are pollinators, and in general, they're also insectivores, so they're good to have around, even though they're not the friendliest creatures.
Yep, they'll kill other pest insects as well, so that's nice.
Did not know that.
Yep, and I've never been stung by one, so hopefully I can.
Yeah, wasps and I don't get on.
I mean, I don't exactly get on with them either. I just try to stay out of their way.
Oh, you know, certain people are more prone to mosquito bites and things. Some people just don't get bitten at all, and other people get bitten to pieces. Yeah, you're aware that that's now a thing. They've figured that out, determined that. They don't know what causes it, but they know that this is a fact. I'm pretty sure the same thing applies to wasps, and I'm one of the people that attracts wasps. Because whenever there's a wasp around, it will always come at me. So yeah, I don't get on with wasps.
Oh, so
Alright.
let's go back to the section map here.
Yeah, there was
you've,
some fascists to loot for ammo.
oh yes. So there's 68 shotgun shells and 68 bullets available. Also, 3 shotguns and 3 pistols.
shotgun shells. Someone else want to roll the bullets, or yeah?
26 more bullets.
Okay, well, seeing as Grant, are you carrying a shotgun or are you carrying a plasma rifle? Plasma beam rifle, particle beam rifle.
Both.
So, did you say both?
Yep, he is carrying a shotgun, a particle beam rifle, and a glaive or a pole arm. Along with 4 rockets, 57 shotgun shells, and 2 power packs.
Okay, well, add another 27 shotgun shells.
Holy crap! Okay.
He's definitely armed for bear.
Yeah,
Who wants to take the 26 bullets?
I'll toss them in a bag and toss them in. Jack, you can carry it.
So
I mean,
as
I
you're
can carry
finishing
him, it's
looting,
Got
I'll
a pistol.
mention one more thing. You do find there's an individual comes out of hiding. Actually, the person you're supposed to rescue. It's one of the operatives that's been sort of acting as a double agent or spy, giving information about the city ship. So you're in a position where you can escort them back to the entrance room, which is the victory condition, and it's pretty much automatic that you get a get this objective point. So don't really have to go out of your way to complete this mission objective. So
Do we not need to go to the sorting station then? And the lift?
for the main mission objective, you have to kill all the enemies in all of the objective rooms. The sorting station is an objective room. The secondary objective was to rescue a person from each level. So you've achieved that objective, but not part of your main one yet.
Okay.
You've checked out and looted the hidden room as well. So yeah, it looks like the only thing that's left at this point for you moving forward in the mission is to head to the sorting stations.
Yep, let's take the guy back, then hit sorting station.
Besides, Grunt hasn't tasted blood yet.
Fascist
Of course,
blood
it's
is
fascist.
That's because we told you were going to catch fascism if you did.
Yeah, that's true. Grunt doesn't want to catch fascism.
I mean, catching zombie and catching demon, at least there are some redeeming elements of those two entities. Catching fascism, that's just there's no plus side there.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, so as always, scout drone goes first, and then I will stealth in to recon the room and let my team know.
So,
Sweet.
yep, your scout drone goes in and reports a fairly confined room. There's lots of cover, such that stealth is possible, and long-range attacks are impossible. So you can only attack in your own zone or the adjacent zone. And also there is a cluster of bad guys, 4 conscripts, 3 of the shotgun-armed shock troopers, 1 elite leading them, which you haven't encountered yet. They have a battle rifle and a grenade on their belt. And then there are 3 ones dressed in a sort of heavier armor with gas masks, and they have big old rifle-looking things that are attached to gas packs on their backs, and those are indeed they each have a little pilot light at the end of the weapon, marking them as firestormers who go into battle using flamethrowers.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my team, and I will explain the situation, and then I will say, look, yes, there are 4 conscripts, but there's 3 guys with flamethrowers and heavy armor, a guy with a battle rifle and heavy armor, and 3 stormtroopers. At this point, I think we need to accept that those conscripts are expendable and use a rocket and a grenade to try and soften them up, because we're having a lot of problems with these guys in heavier armor. Even our plasma rifles not getting through in one hit.
I'm okay with 1 rocket, and we'll see from there. How about that? Because contact with the enemy plans, right?
Well, I figure we sneak in. If nothing else, I can get a rocket off. And then if you guys are able to sneak in and get a grenade off, then that would...
Wait a second. Rockets are only one zone, right? If I remember right, like they hit everything in their zone.
Yeah, if you hit something directly with the rocket, you do more damage to that target, but everything in the zone takes damage.
What about
or at least has to roll defense against it.
What about having Grunt close? Like having Grunt, do his Leroy Jenkins, attract the conscripts towards him, and then as soon as the conscripts are out of that zone, just fire off the rocket.
Okay, so while there is a lot of... there is risk to that, because you would have a lot of people shooting at you.
He's got pretty decent armor.
Yeah, 3 shotguns, 3 flamethrowers, a battle rifle, and possibly a grenade are a little much.
Yeah, but also, we don't know the range on those flamethrowers. I've not seen these flamestormers before. I don't know if you guys have. Flamethrowers are typically not particularly long-range weapons. I would not be surprised if the flamethrowers have to move up in order to actually get in range of us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm thinking we utilize surprise and shock and awe, and we just do as much as we can before they even have a chance to react to us.
That's fair. Yeah. Let's go for it.
It's not pleasant, and I feel kind of dirty saying it, but
I'd like to save them, right? But hey, if we die, we don't save anymore.
It's true.
One of your rescued conscripts pipes in with saying, "I would certainly rather die than remain a conscript." So that is still a better option than leaving them.
If we can save them, we will. We're not going to attack them, but considering the amount of firepower they have, I think it would be very unwise to not utilize our area explosive weapons.
All right, so how are you doing this?
Hey, out of curiosity, wait a second. We have a spare scout drone. Would it be possible to attach one of our grenades to the spare scout drone and set it off so that we can stay stealthed after grenading them?
I don't know how to do that.
We're not Ukrainians. The Ukrainians could easily do that, but I don't know if we could. Do we have any duct tape in our packs?
You got repair kits and stuff, so I'm gonna say that if your drone can pass a stealth roll, it could make its own sort of attack. It's not gonna do the direct attack damage. It's gonna do the area damage to everything.
Still,
and it will not reveal anyone else. Like it's its own stealth thing, but it's possible it'll get noticed, and they'll start shooting at it before it gets close enough.
Better
that
hit
said,
us.
It's a difficulty 8 on stealth rolls, so it's the thing that it's best at.
All right, give me the drone. I'll tinker with it real quick.
Sweet. All right.
All right, when we're ready to go, let me know. I'll send it in.
Just to cut it off before it gets any farther. Attaching more than one grenade would throw off its flight mechanics too much. So
I only have
I
one.
wasn't going to suggest that, but hey, it's a good idea.
I figured it was coming one way or another, so might as well just head that one off at the pass.
If we're lucky, I can fix the drone afterwards. I doubt it, but
This is worth the 50 credits. Goodbye, drone. Your sacrifice is a noble one.
The drone's actually going to take damage as the main target of the grenade because it's ground zero.
Sure, yeah, makes sense.
So if it doesn't get taken all the way down to -6, then it's still technically repairable. But if it goes down to -6, it's just blown to bits.
Fair enough.
So yeah, you've got the scout drone ready to go. So it comes into the room with you.
Okay, so
I'll roll
everyone-
it stealth.
Everyone needs to
Okay.
make a stealth roll entering the room.
Oh, the
cloak and
drone
field.
actually failed, even with a -2 on the DR because drone master.
Do you want a badass point that? Because that would be pretty badass.
Ooh,
Can I use a badass point for the drone?
If you're the drone's owner, sure. It's your thing, so you're the one making the roll. Difficulty is 12 for everyone else, though. So it's 8 for the drone.
Well, the drone makes it. -2 to all DRs for the drone's checks due to drone master.
Okay, it's a crit, but it's not going to have the option to like carry everyone else.
It sneaks the grenade in. We're
Right.
good.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in there with my cloaking field.
And I get in without a problem.
and if I remember right, painful success for stealth just means once I'm out of stealth, it's done. I'm out of stealth. Right?
So
Right?
painful success means it's a little bit like the looting option. It means you make your stealth roll, but the next time you need to make a stealth roll, you're going to fail.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you move any further, you're definitely going to get noticed. You've stealthed as far as you can stealth.
I'll take it.
All right. How's everyone else's stealth roll? Looks like
I got
Tech
I
I
is
have a
doing
cloaking
just
field.
fine. And
Yeah, my cloaking field's still working fine, so
yep,
I
cloaking
have no
field's
issues.
an auto pass. So, yep, you're all hidden, including the drone, due to the badass drone operation. So, there you go. You're all in the room now, and you can observe the enemies. They seem fairly alert, like they're expecting something. Gee, I wonder why there's all the shooting going on. Yeah, they seem sort of wary. They've got the conscripts in front in a battle line. The dudes with the flamethrowers right behind them. Shock troopers in another rank, and then the elite in the back with a battle rifle. They seem pretty vigilant.
So I'm thinking we fire the rocket at the elite at the back. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
takes.
Important
and
point. You can't fire the rocket from here at them because they're 2 zones away and it's a confined room. So attacks at long range are not possible. There's just too much stuff in the way.
Okay, well I'll move up. I auto pass stealth check, so
Yep,
I
you
will move up into the next zone.
You're automatically stealthed.
I will fire the rocket at the elite.
Wait, shouldn't we wait for the drone to do its grenade first?
You can time it simultaneously if you want.
Oh, sweet. Let's do that.
Yeah, they'll have the
Yeah.
drone go blow up just after the rocket. Because
Okay,
it's going to be
so
about Leech getting in position.
I think since the drone rolled a crit on its last stealth roll, we'll sort of roll it forward into its next stealth roll. So it gets near Leech. It'll have one more stealth roll required to get in a position before it blows up. So make another stealth roll for it. And it passes. It's in position. They are unaware. All right, Tech and Grunt, are you doing anything to get in position before Leech starts the party?
Grunt cannot.
Okay, yep. Grunt, you're sort of in a position where you got nowhere else to move that's going to give you good enough cover, and you're pretty sure a couple of those troopers are like watching your spot right now. But you're behind cover, so far so good. Tech, you sort of helped get the drone in position. Didn't take an action of your own, but actually it did. It takes an action to move a drone away from you. Otherwise, they just move with you. So, you gonna do anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, the grenade goes off. Pretty much at the same time Leech fires. I guess the times it so Leech fires and then the grenade goes off about the same time the rocket's flying in. So roll damage for the grenade to the drone. It's a D8.
The drone takes 3. Everybody else in the sector takes 4.
I think the drone has some damage reduction as well.
Yep, DR2.
So it only takes 1 point, but it only has 1 hit point. So yeah, it's enough to damage it where it's not functional right now. It's going to need repair, but it's actually not too bad off yet. Everyone else in the room takes what was it, 4 damage minus their armor?
Yep.
All right, the conscripts are all horribly injured, having no armor at all. The shock troopers take a little bit of damage. The firestormers also take only a little bit of damage, and the elite takes a little bit of damage as well. So it has some effect on all of them, but not a great effect. Leech, you were firing your rocket?
Yep, I was firing my rocket. It's DR10 because I'm in stealth. I got a 13, so I hit, and I'm going to use a badass point to do max damage to the elite.
All right, so you crit the elite, who is not a boss. So the rocket nails him directly and insta-gibs him. And roll damage for the rest of the room, which also applies to the scout drone, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would.
It does. It still has 2 points of armor.
It's D8. Yeah.
D8 for the rest of them. Yeah. Four damage. 4 rockety damage.
So that's two more damage to the scout drone. It's still potentially repairable. 1 point gets through to each of the shock troopers and firestormers, and the conscripts are all finished off. Put out of their misery, as it were. So I'm gonna call
then
that,
I believe it's. So go on.
So yep, you've opened up the fight. That's your. But basically, we're gonna time it so you get 2 actions, or when the action starts. Tech, I'm gonna call triggering that grenade an action of yours. So you have 1 action. Grunt, you have 2 actions. Leech, you fire the rocket, so you have 1 action left.
All right. So my second action, I'm going to see what these flamethrower dudes have versus a plasma rifle. They have a lot apparently because I didn't hit any of them.
Holy crap, dude!
All right, spraying plasma fire their direction. They just sort of hunker down and
I can't believe I'm going to do this. But you know what? This is what Grunt would do. So Grunt is going to see poor Leech just spraying plasma fire and firing a rocket and drawing all the attention his way. And he's going to go, oh shit, the scout can't handle their attention. And he's going to get up from behind cover and just run screaming across the room here. He's just going to yell, charge! And he's going to advance into their zone. That's his entire turn.
Tech, you've got one action.
I'm gonna try to sneak up to the zone Leech is in.
All right, you move up and make a stealth roll. Hey, there's plenty of distractions, and you are good at sneaking, so you managed to avoid detection.
Oh man, Grunt's gonna
still in
die.
stealth.
I'm so glad one of you two took the trauma nanites.
All right, so the firestormers go. They're gonna spray their flames at essentially all the targets in the middle zone. So Tech, even though you're stealth, you're still in danger of getting burned. So Leech and Tech each make a stealth roll. I mean, not a stealth roll, defense roll.
Really?
Yep, and the shock troopers are going to use their shotguns at point blank range on Grunt. So
there it is.
Grunt can make 6 defense rolls because you're getting shot 6 times with shotguns.
How many? So shotguns are only 2 attacks if you fired. Oh, 2 actions. So, how many defense rolls do I need to make?
3. There's 3 flamethrowers firing at you. Same with Tech.
I get hit by 2.
I'm going to use a badass point on that fumble. Can I? Am I able to? I forget.
Yep.
Okay, badass point on the fumble.
It's really your only option when you get a fumble, other than to take the fumble.
I mean, you know what? That was a miss, but that's okay. It's better than a fumble.
What's the painful success for defense?
Do you have an energy shield?
I do.
It uses up your energy shield, which, though it can still be reignited.
Mega. Stop.
So, yeah, your energy shield can protect you against one of the blasts.
Okay, I'm fine. Energy
you rolled
shield.
a crit there.
No, because of my cloaking field, I'm DR10, not DR12.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, yep.
Yeah, I
you
had to take
avoid
a
the
painful
flames.
success to only get hit twice.
Did you have an energy shield?
Yeah, well, I wish.
Okay. Then your painful success is that you sort of leave yourself exposed and you're going to fail your next roll.
Yep, I get hit twice.
You get hit twice
That's correct.
by the flamethrowers.
Yep.
All right, make 2 armor rolls.
Your shield drone's providing us both +1, right?
Yep.
Well, I ignore 7 and 4.
All right, it starts getting pretty hot. You end up taking 2 damage as an end result of both of those hits. You were still in stealth. They're not aware that you're even there, but they just blanketed that area with fire. All
It's
right,
an effective tactic. I can't hate on them for it. It's flamethrowers, and we get to play with them now too.
Grunt, you've got 6 defense rolls to make.
Correct. I made the 6 defense rolls. I succeeded on 2 of them. I failed on 4 of them. And there are my 4 armor rolls. A 2, a 4, a 6, and a 5, in that order.
Don't you get +1 though from your
I
bonus?
do get +1, sorry. 3, 5, 7, and 6.
All right, so 3 against 3. You're fine from the first blast.
Okay.
Second blast is 9 damage to your 5, so that hurts. You take 4 damage.
Okay.
Third one, you rolled 6 for your armor, so 7 is your soak.
Correct.
You still take 2 damage past that.
Oof, so there's
Shotguns at point blank range are nasty.
Yep.
Your next roll, last hit on you, you rolled 5, so 6 for your armor.
Yep.
And you still take 2 damage on top of that. How are you looking for hit points after this?
I have 8 hit points left.
Okay. So yeah, you're pretty messed up from all the point blank shotgun blasts.
I'm gonna need some help here.
You weren't set on fire. But yeah, it looks like really for the most part only Leech came through unscathed from this one, only because of the energy shield. So Leech, your energy shield can't be used again until you take an action to reignite the shield. That takes a
Yes.
presence roll.
Yes, and in order to go back into stealth, I would need to make another action to go into stealth, wouldn't I?
You can't go back into stealth.
Okay.
Enemies are aware of you. You can move around and stuff, but they're aware that you're around, so you're still a potential threat. But you get that
Okay.
bonus to defense rolls.
Yeah, no, I thought if there was cover, I could hide and go back into stealth. But okay, no worries. It's cool. That makes sense.
Okay,
Grunt,
so
stab and back
it's
out.
your guys' turn, so who wants to go first?
Yeah, Grunt needs to go first. He needs to clear data
Agreed.
so we can do stuff.
I was gonna say, please let me go first. Yeah, I'm gonna mess up some of those shot. I'm going to try to mess up some of those shotgun guys.
All right. There's 3 to pick from, so you pick one and charge at him with your the cyber blades.
Definitely Cyberblades. Yep. There's melee
Alright.
attack number 1. That's a hit.
That definitely hits.
I'll take the 6 for that one.
All right. You managed to slash through their armor and draw some blood. You're still
Okay,
up though.
seventh attack. That's a hit. I'll take the 5 for that one.
All right. Again, the armor deflects most of the damage, but you still draw blood.
Oh, okay. Third attack. That's a hit.
You're on a roll.
I'll take the 9 for that one.
All right. That one, you sort of stab through his armor plating, and this time he just sort of looks up at you and his eyes roll back in his head and he drops to the ground.
About damn time.
This one's had enough.
Last attack. I'm going for the next shotgunner. That's a crit.
Yep.
All right, so that's
So-
going to be 10 damage.
10 is your max damage, so yeah, you just stab him through into the gut and give him a horrible wound. He's definitely not long for this world, but he's still got a hit point left.
Oh no, I'm gonna twist. All right.
Do you have any more attacks?
That was 4 attacks, right?
Okay, I think so.
1,
Yes, it was.
2, 3. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
All right, yep, you've got blood all over you, and some of it's yours.
A lot of it's mine.
Yep.
All right.
If you
So
have
I'm
reach
gonna
and tech.
I'm gonna try and shoot the shock trooper that Grunt has just been shooting.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a fumble.
Badass point to reroll.
How you doing on badass points?
I have
Wow.
one left.
You rolled a 1 and then spend a badass point to reroll and then rolled a 2. Okay.
Hey,
Well,
painful
yeah.
success is a thing.
D20's RNG is streaky as all hell. It has been for years. So
There
that
we
hit.
go.
Yep. Your first shot misses, second shot hits.
Max damage.
A bit unnecessary considering he had like 1 hit point left, but yeah, that's going to be the evaporating the top, everything above his neck headshot.
Grunt's gonna take a deep breath and is gonna say,
Oh, I love the smell of barbecue in the morning.
All right.
That's another
so
hit.
continuing to the shock trooper that's left.
Yep.
All right.
Actually, no.
you want to use your next action. So just to tossing it out there, it looks like the flamethrower guys can't actually fire on their own zone. Do you guys want to use an action to move up?
I don't know if they can fire in their own zone. There was 2 targets in our zone and 1 in yours, and they would get. They probably it's an area attack, so we probably get everyone. I don't know. I see the logic there, but I don't know if I'm.
No, you're right.
I'd
You're right.
rather-
Yeah,
'Cause all
why
they would
wouldn't
do
they
is
just
they would
step
use-
away and then hose that zone down?
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I'm switching to one of the flamestormers, because fuck fire. Hitting for 8 damage.
Okay, his armor keeps him alive, barely. And another shot hits.
And then I hit him for 6 damage.
He slams him back against the wall and he slumps to the ground. No more shotgunners to worry about.
No. There was a flamestormer.
Oh, that was a firestormer. Oh,
Yeah.
same result. Give me a sec. Okay, so interesting thing about the firestormers is when they go down, they blow up.
Oh crap!
I kind of figured they did.
All right,
Grunt, roll an armor roll.
armor, not defense, correct?
Correct. So actually, you're fine, even if you roll minimum.
Oh, ooh.
And yep, no further damage to the unconscious drone or the broken drone. And looks like the other troopers are armored enough that they take no damage. Looks like the firestormers just like have no effect at all from the heat. It doesn't look like,
Okay.
no matter what I rolled on the fire damage, they would have been fine. But the shock trooper looks relieved.
The flamethrower guys have flameproof armor.
Yes.
This is a surprise. This is my shock phase.
All right, so yeah, you dropped one of the
next shot.
firestormers.
And last shot. I'm gonna eat the extra ammo consumption and call that a thingy.
Painful success. Ooh,
Because that just empties the power pack.
it doesn't
It
push
doesn't blow
past it,
up.
does it? Okay.
Nope, it's 0.
Yeah, it the weapon overheats a bit and definitely comes up empty when you're done firing. But through that incredible hail of shots, at least one of them hit and scorched the firestormer pretty heavily.
Yep, 8 on that last round.
And that's the first time he's been hit, so that one's still in the game. Tech, I think we're down to you.
Yeah, there's that guy that just got shot. I think he needs to be shot again.
Okay. You hit, but armor seems to shrug it off. You hit, and again, armor shrugs it off. Been rolling really well in the attack rolls, but not so good in the damage rolls. Again, the armor prevents further damage. As you, land 3 hits on the firestorm, he sort of like looks down on himself like, "Am I okay? I'm okay." High fives the guy next to him.
Shot number 4. I will take the. I'll lose the extra D4 shots. Extra 1.
All right, fairly conserving ammo as you open fire, but again, just nail the armored, have more heavily armored bits. Or maybe he's just immune to plasma gunfire.
And I'll take the extra D4 again.
See if you can roll higher than a 3 and a D10. There we go. All right. Between the damage Leech did and this, that's enough to finally drop him. Doesn't seem so smug now. And then he explodes.
I just had the settings wrong.
The scout drone takes another 4 points of damage, which I think brings it down to -6.
It does.
So it has been blown to bits and is not repairable.
No.
Grunt, make a armor roll as you're in an explosion.
Oh no.
Good news is both the remaining Firestormer and the Shock Trooper have been harmed by the explosion as well.
Oh boy.
So you take 1 point.
All right. Okay. There we go. 7 HP.
All right. Tech, did you have anything else you're doing in this round? Or
I
is that
have
all
one more shot.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide who to put it into.
You target the Firestormer, you might finish off the Shock Trooper, depending on the explosion. But that's
Yep.
also bad news for Grunt.
Well,
He's looking a bit worse for wear.
That's
I
all
have
right.
made it on Savior
I
name.
got
We're
HP to
good.
spare.
The trauma nanites.
Yeah, see? Trauma nanites.
Eidos point.
All right, so you're targeting
Nope,
the
that's just a
Firestormer.
miss. That's just going to be a miss.
All right, yeah, their turn. The Firestormer unleashes flames at Tech and Leech. Both of you make a defense roll. And then Grunt, the Shock Trooper, opens up on you at point blank range with his shotgun. Make 2 defense rolls.
All right.
How many for me and Tech?
1.
It's on that second defense roll.
Okay. So yeah, it sort of leaves you reeling. You're gonna fail your next roll, but yeah, one of those gets through.
Sorry, that's a 2 for the armor.
So 7 damage.
That is exactly enough to put me on the ground. I'm at 0.
All right. Wow, this is the first time this has happened. Grunt is actually down on the ground. This is not. I would
That's
not have
the
bet for this to be an outcome.
That's the second time this has happened, actually. Happened once in the first episode, too.
Yup, the bugs
Sure.
got him.
But you're a fresh meat then.
That's true. That's true.
Now you've like bounced off a bunch of bullets. But yeah, the point blank shotgun. Let's see
That
here.
that would do it.
Well, I
Let's see
mean,
where
being,
you're at then.
being
Zero
at my-
points.
To save Leech.
So you're broken. You are dying but not dead. Stim
Correct.
packs, med packs, resting in certain powers or abilities may restore hit points.
Yep.
A machine stops functioning, or you're not a machine, even though you have lots of machinery. So yeah, you are not able to take action. You are down. You all see Grunt get thrown back to the ground by the shotgun blast. And that was actually his first shot. So he's actually going to fire his second shot at because Grunt would have painful success his second one, but he didn't have to roll it. So he's going to use a second shot at Tech and Leech. So both of you make a defense roll as you're getting shot. He's splitting his fire.
Yeah, I get hit.
All right, make armor rolls. I'm just going to roll damage once for both of you. It's only 2 damage, so actually you're fine no matter what you roll. So yeah, a bunch of shotgun pellets come blasting your way, but your armor and energy, the shield drone's little mini energy shield things managed to keep you safe. All right, that's all the enemy's actions. Wow, that was a busy enemy turn. Grunt on the ground, unconscious, and maybe gonna die unless he gets medical attention. I think this is the time to launch a rocket in there, right?
It's good to
I'm gonna turn to tech. Deal with a shock trooper. I'll get grunt.
I'll get grunt. You shoot. I'm the best backup
Alright.
medic we have.
I was just thinking that I'm more likely to survive being shot at, but okay, fine, we'll do it that way. Alright, in that case, I will shoot at the shock trooper.
All right, open fire.
Miss. Hit.
Second shot hits. Roll the damage.
6.
Yep, he's hit. You nail him in the thigh. Looks like his leg buckles a bit, but he stays on his feet somehow. Still alive. Third shot misses. Fourth shot hits, and that's another headshot. You drop the shock trooper.
Okay, that was 4 shots, so I got 2 shots on the flame guy.
It's in the same zone as your unconscious friend.
Yeah.
Negative hit points is dead. He's at 0 hit points, which means
Okay.
not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Yeah, in that case, I shall not be firing.
I'm gonna run over and med kit. Yeah.
All right, do a 12 presence test to work on the hamburger version of Grunt.
I mean, he's got laced bones, so he's a glinty hamburger.
They
Yeah,
call
so
me the Hamburglar.
a lot of it's surface damage, but you managed to patch him up without using up all of your medical supplies. So he heals, is it D8 damage?
Yes, from my package D8, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think it was originally a D12 on a success, but
Got changed last session.
yeah, because we were doing too much healing.
Yeah.
You get 1.
Oh,
Badass point the fuck out of that, maybe?
Yeah.
You can re-roll any dice roll with a badass point. However, that 1 point would be enough to get Grunt on his feet so he can get out of the blast radius.
He'll get 4.
are you sure? Because I could use my turn to get out of the blast radius and then use a stim pack.
And you can do both.
Yeah.
Really
Okay,
four.
that's true.
Okay, so Grunt is going to use his actions to GTFO dodge. And I think he's a med pack
The
is
frying pan.
right. A med pack is a presence roll, right? And what does that
Yes.
presence roll do?
Determines whether or not you burn through all the supplies.
Okay. And a med pack is a
What
D8.
is it?
Yeah, he's gonna say it's worth it. He's gonna go for the med pack. His presence is a -3. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, you can always
Yeah,
roll
I mean,
high on a D20.
Oh my god. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
you succeed. So you patch yourself up for D8,
Grunt is
and the med kit is still has supplies.
and he heals 5 more hit points.
Still feel awful, but
Still
maybe
feel awful.
moderately less awful.
He's at 6 hit points out of 17 now.
All right. Was that everyone's actions, or does anyone have an action left?
That was
Oh.
everyone.
Oh no.
Yeah, like you said, out of the frying pan.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So yeah, the Firestormer continues to hose down the middle zone with flame. This time, Grunt and Leech are in the zone of fire, so each make one defense roll.
That is not a crit. Cloaking field DR10.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, there's plenty of cover to dive behind. Other things can burn instead of yourself.
Grunt has seen this game before. He's not having any of it.
All right, comes around to your turn. So, how do you want to do this? You want to let Tech get out of the way before you blast the Firestormer?
Definitely.
Oh, fuck
Jack
yes.
runs away as soon as he can.
Yep.
Grunt is.
And
Oh, go for it.
Grunt, do you want to take a shot? You don't do much
Yeah,
shooting.
with my-
I'll let you shoot first. Go on. Rock on.
Brave. There we go.
What are you shooting with, Grunt?
He's okay.
Using your
He's
polearm?
going to talk left. He's going to use it.
What's that?
So with he's going to accept that one failed. He's going to use his second attack roll, same target.
What are you attacking with? Your polearm?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was a miss. He is going to take a painful success on that.
Take damage or let the item get damaged?
Let the item get damaged.
All right, so yeah, your polearm gets bent a bit in the process, but you managed to land a solid blow.
Okay.
Roll damage. Is what, D6 plus strength?
+2.
You got your
He'll
cyber
take the
limbs.
6 for that one.
Okay, the guy's heavy armor protects him fairly well against your cut, but you slash through it and deal some damage. He's
Nice.
still on his feet though.
Okay. Now you can shoot him.
Alright. First shot hits. For 6 damage.
And he explodes. All
I
right.
really don't like those guys. They kind of suck.
They're nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's I kind of expected it to suck, but not quite that hard, and that's why I suggested we use the rocket.
Yep. Grunt is going to use some healy stuff and some repairy stuff. Can he try to use his med pack again? Or actually, better yet, can he hand his med pack to Tech and have Tech use his med pack?
Yes.
Sure.
That's a wise choice.
There we go. He's just going to hand it over and say, "Oh,
Yep,
And to heal another 4.
yay!"
Yeah, you have
How you doing?
cleared this objective room, which is one of 3 you had to clear to complete the mission. There's no hazards here, no enemies affecting you at this point. As far as loot goes, without having to make a search, there are... Let's see here.
Oh, the repair kit. How does that work?
Same as the med kit, pretty much.
Okay.
But I get extra. My TR's lower.
He's going to hand the repair kit to Tech and say, "Any chance you could fix my pointy stabby stick here?"
Yeah, just a second. How you doing on health?
He's actually doing all right. With that 4 plus the stim pack, he's up to 14 out of 17 now. Like, he could use one more stim pack, but after that, I think he's good to go.
All right, so it's a bit battered and scorched, but it looks like the battle rifle the elite was holding is still functional.
Say what now?
Yes. We got a battle rifle. If it needs
Yeah.
fixed, I can take care of it.
Woohoo!
Looks like it could use a cleaning, but no, it's functional.
Okay.
Also, you find 2d8 bullets, a shock baton, and amazingly, an unexploded frag grenade
Wow.
You fucking what?
attached to part of a belt.
A rocket goes off, a grenade goes off, and 3 firestormers blow up, and the grenade doesn't.
He fell on it,
Okay.
and his
It's well
armor
engineered.
defended it.
Yeah, it's well engineered to prevent secondary explosions, I guess.
So, do you two guys, before I lay claim on this beautiful gun, do either of you two guys want the battle rifle? Because I'm the melee guy, not the shooty guy.
I got
want
a
to
plasma rifle and a particle beam rifle. Leach
Okay.
got a plasma rifle and a particle beam rifle.
Do you
And
guys mind if I take the battle rifle then?
I don't care.
I mean, if you wanna carry a shotgun and a battle rifle, it means you're using shells and bullets, and we can give the other particle beam rifle to one of the conscripts that we've saved.
I mean, I have 8 strength, so I can carry a ton of stuff.
As you said that, try not to glance down at the 4 corpses of conscripts who you saved in a different way.
They died quickly versus the getting burned to death that they would have faced.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's one less rocket to carry, so there is that.
Yep.
So yeah, sure.
A little over time for the stream. I'd like to wrap up the room if we can. So if you want to make the loot rolls. Since it's an objective room, it's -2 difficulty rating on loot rolls. So its first roll is against a 10.
Okay, I got a 17, so
That succeeds. Let's see what you get.
5.
That is a stim pack.
Oh, good.
Grunt, use that.
Thank you.
It's a 12 for the next roll.
Okay, got a 13.
Cyberizer definitely well worth it.
Yep, 7.
To help you spot a repair kit.
We have like 5 of them now.
That's a 14 for the next roll.
Which I get.
Cyberize save you again.
5.
That's another stim pack.
Okay, that's about where we're done. Painful success. So final roll. 9.
And that's a power pack.
You know, I might take the ability where I can make those into grenades.
That might be handy.
Okay, so if Grunt is now carrying the battle rifle and a shotgun, the 2 power packs he had for that particle beam rifle he can give to us, plus this one.
Yep.
That means
You
I
could
have 7 with the one from Grunt. How many do you have before we allocate this one I just found?
I have 4.
Okay, so do you want to take this one I just found? So that means you have 5.
Sounds good.
You have 6, sorry.
Yeah.
Right, there's
Okay.
one more room in this section, but I think we're going to leave off now, and hopefully as you're gathering loot and wrapping things up, your medic will come catching up to the rest of the team, but we'll see how that goes when we meet again in 2 weeks.
All right. Sounds good.
We have, I think, 2 more of these to go. Hopefully we can wrap this section up and then finish the next section next time. And then in 2 weeks after that should be our final episode, and that will be the last section of the 3rd mission. And then the end of our mini campaign.
Cross your fingers that Grunt lives.
You know, I was wondering if this was like just way too easy for you all, but then Grunt just got taken down.
Oh my god. Those shotguns. Ooh.
Yeah.
Even with using rockets and stuff. Well, the thing is, the shotgun does D8 against 1 target or D6 against 2. And if you're in short range, it does +1 damage. So they were focusing fire, doing D8 +1 damage to you.
Yep.
Against your D6 +1 armor.
Just Oof.
And yeah, the dice did not fall in your favor.
They did not.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Getting dropped to 0 is a lot less complicated than getting dropped to -1.
And hey, after enough
Yeah.
medical attention, I'm back up at 16. So that ain't bad.
Doing good. Yeah, so yeah, with that, this is end of our... How many episodes have we done now? Is this our 4th?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, end of episode 4 of our Hellslayers campaign. Sort of a part promo. I should have mentioned before now, I'm not great at doing Kickstarters, I guess, is that the Kickstarter page is live in the sense that you can go onto it and follow it on Kickstarter. So I'd ask that you please do so if you are at all interested in Hellslayers. Then you will get notified when it goes live so you don't miss it. The date, which I've mentioned before, certain tentative dates, well, let's just say TBA at this point. So sort of at this point, the whole Kickstarter grind means getting a certain amount of followers before you actually launch the project. So we're at that point now. Hopefully we can hit that number pretty quickly and run the Kickstarter campaign. But now you can actually sign up for it and get that notification. We can get that momentum rolling towards launching the campaign. This has been also part play test because yeah, I've been finding little ways to tweak the rules to make the game even better. So far, it's been a lot of fun for me, seeing the game come to life, see y'all have fun with it. What do y'all think? Have you been having fun?
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I look forward to this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. I was a bit worried that we'd start to get a bit tedious because it's very much, at its core, a dungeon crawler. And the dungeon crawl is sort of about going from room to room, killing the bad guys, and finding the loot.
It is a phenomenal translation of a certain famous first-person shooter from the early 90s and the 80s into TTRPG, language.
Yeah, the most monotonous part is the sheer amount of crowbars we found.
So many.
That's just dice rolling.
And now it's
yeah.
plasma beam rifles, but at least you can sell those for 10 times as much.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I would like to play a session or two without using Roll20 to see what real RNG does and how that changes the game experience. Because using the dodgy, screwed up BS RNG that Roll20 has had for over a decade now and have never fixed, does mean that we've had a lot of misses and stuff that just seems weird that my own experience online playing doesn't. I don't think we'd get from any other system, but Roll20 does have some advantages.
If you want to roll using a different dice roller or even physical dice at home, that's fine by me. Going forward, if you'd rather not use the Roll20 dice roller, that's okay by me. As far as I'm concerned, I trust you to call the dice rolls. So if you just want to roll physical dice at home, that's fine too.
I mean, yeah, I'll think about what options there are in that regard, but
I've never been a stickler on people having to use a specific dice roller, except when we're playing Shadowrun or Earth Dawn and you putting initiatives in. I definitely use exploding dice for that.
Yeah, I mean that was my plan.
That part's
my plan
mandatory.
was to just use exploding dice.
Awesome. Well, I think we'll wrap it up here. Thanks, Max, for sticking around. We ran a little bit late tonight, but hope that's okay. We had a good time. Thanks for anyone who hung out with us in the chat or is watching us from the future.
For sure.
With that, good night.
Have a good one, guys. I gotta go get dinner and start heading to bed.